Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Philadelphia 76ers preparing to defend home court in this Eastern Conference battle. This game against Detroit here, it's their first meeting of the season. A season ago, they won the matchup, winning 3 and losing just 1.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, you know, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. You've got to start somewhere.
Come on, big man.
A step in the right direction.
Let that boy do that shit.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Jennings and Meeks in the background. Johnson is out there with Ilyasova. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. The Pistons shooting their first free throw of the evening. Here's Marshall.
I don't get that ball that much in the first quarter.
That fall. Great assist by Marshall. Temple. So for the 76ers, their last game, a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
I mean, no stress.
Then that's when I started on my phone.
Amazing at how well they shot.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Like they can
How
hear
in
me.
the world did they let him get that wide open?
The feed to Temple. Pass to Freak. 5 on the clock. From the arc. One down. 2 points for his first shot this game.
And how about responding to a three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own?
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Now here's Drummond. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
Now here's Okafor. After the miss. That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? That man can climb a ladder. Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
To the paint. And stolen by Drummond. And now the Pistons fast break. And it's blocked.
Good shit. Good shit. Yeah.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Landry, a screen on Jennings. And Marshall kicks to Landry. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
4 makes on 4 tries. Everything's falling early. 100%. Can't do better than that.
To the paint, here's Ilyasova. He floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Okafor, that's good.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Outside Jennings. Pass to Ilyasova. Can't get it to go. And the 76ers go the other way.
Give me the ball.
Here's Freak. He's guarded by Meeks. Freak kicks to Temple. Feeds it to Freak.
I ain't want to shoot that.
Pistons trailed by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
He's a big motherfucker doing it.
Johnson outside. Here's Drummond. The shot misses. For the Detroit Pistons, they come in off the loss to the Magic in Orlando.
Yeah, major problems at the charity stripe in that game. They just could not convert their free throws.
And that makes it hard to win, especially on the road. Get a chorus of about 20,000 yelling at you every time you put one off the rim. Well, that's got to wear on you.
break now, so here's a look at the league's best defenses. The 76ers number 1.
Otto Porter, weakness, he's a poor finisher above the rim when driving to the basket.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Got an easy man on me. And I need some competition.
Outside Jackson. Johnson sends the screen for Jackson. Moore is a screen. Back to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Noel. An even 3-on-3 break. We've got 1:18 left in the first. Embiid the screen. Here's Swift. Sinks the three-pointer.
Boy, they've gone on this run and ball movement.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Get shit out of there. Fuck out of here, boy.
The 76ers leading by 8. Out left to the wing. Porter with the steal.
Man, they're all on my heel.
3-on-3. Here's Johnson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Covington. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change in the foul called on Marcus Morris.
Thank you.
That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the Heat.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
.27 seconds left here in the first quarter. Embiid the screen.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, Greg, making them count in the early going here.
And that one's good. Freak.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Jackson misses. Freak. Shot misses.
Almost.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 8. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter. And Amir Johnson re-signed in Toronto. He's been a big part of this team for years, and we talked about their great fan support in Toronto.
Some ankle breakers. I mean,
almost like a soccer atmosphere. I don't know if you've been to a soccer game overseas, but they're just always cheering around, jumping up and down, waving.
A lot of fans south of the border in the U.S. are surprised when they learn how passionate, Clark, the fans in Toronto can be.
You know, Kevin, that's so true. I mean, when they get it going at the Air Canada Center, that place rocks. And it's great to hear Amir talk about how that pumps him up and makes him want to do it.
Shit, big man.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
Grant at small forward with Noel at the 4. Kendall Marshall out there with Freak, and it's Okafor in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks put on a show. He had 30 points, and there weren't too many shots that didn't fall for him. Really efficient night from the field. Just numbers that really jump out at you in the box score.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Ain't like that, y'all.
They set the screen. Jackson has the open look. They get the rebound, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the
come
lead has come off the hook.
So both teams making some changes here. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Philadelphia.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Pocket 2. They get it again. Here's Temple. A 3. Marshall. Another 3.
Good shit, baby. Good shit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
I hate when they had to tell me to do pick and roll, man.
Great shooters, boy, can they make or break you down the stretch. Here's the league's top shooters right now. Fourth.
He's very good mid-range. Okay, he's not known for his stealing, but he's not good.
Here is Jennings. 17 points for him last game against the Magic in Orlando. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Pass to Drummond, out to the wing.
Ooh.
Here's Meeks. Rebounded by Temple.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
To the wing on the left. 7-foot shot. And it falls over the rim and in. And now a 12-point Philadelphia lead.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Dishes it to Drummond. And he goes in for the dunk.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And a chance here to see the numbers for Jennings. He's really stood out for them over the past month. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 8 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
Absolutely. I mean, he has those real natural scoring instincts. The ability to find creases in the defense, just fantastic.
6 on the shot clock. There's Freak. No good from outside. Pistons trail by 10. Here's Meeks. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Jennings kicks to Drummond. This ball's ruled by Detroit. Johnson, this is to Drummond. Meeks passes to Jennings. It's up a 3. And John Johnson. And the 76ers lead has been cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Ilyasova.
Intensity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will.
Just started him up to break ankles.
Freak kicks to Marshall. Landry, a screen on Jennings. The second chance effort, and Freak with the layup. Freak's got 12 points in the game.
They've owned the offensive glass here in the second.
And then making a point of getting in there and vying for missed shots.
Got the brewer on, better come on.
Outside Jennings, off the screen. The putback.
Oh!
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Tries again, and again it will drop another make.
I get my own rebound.
Freak's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
They get it back. Drummond power down with both hands.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure. I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them.
Mr. Jordan Meeks
It's
out.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
Oh.
Outside Meeks, Okafor grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 10. Here's Freak. That ball. Great assist by Marshall. Marshall's got 5 assists tonight.
Check me.
Heads up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Johnson dishes to Jennings. Fires for 3. The shot no good.
Oh, forgot about that.
And that concludes the first half. 76ers on